So when you're making thumbnails, there's this thing called CTR that I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about. Now, before I go ahead and demonstrate what CTR is, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some do's and don'ts about thumbnails. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into the tutorial of making a high quality thumbnail. You guys don't know what a high quality thumbnail is, so I have to go ahead and show you guys what are the do's and don'ts so you guys can understand how to make a high quality thumbnail. Now, you guys can see I just searched in the word pranks, and this is everything that came up for pranks. So for this demonstration, I'm going to be showing you guys everything as far as pranks in the search engine, okay? I'm going to tell you guys why a video is doing good and why a video is not doing good and how a video can do a lot better. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to this year. And then I'm going to go ahead and check out view count, okay? We're not going to look into relevance yet. I'm going to explain relevance a little later in this course, but for now, we're going to go ahead and look at the top pranks of this year. Okay, so the #1 prank of this year, it's not in English, but it's right here. He has 171 million views, and it looks like a pretty good thumbnail. You guys can see that. I'm pretty sure what this says is about the candy, and he has noodles in his mouth, so it just looks really cool. And then he sees a little candy over here, so he's looking to the left, and he's just like, oh my goodness, it looks good. And I guess he got pranked about it, okay? So this is a good thumbnail. What is really good about this thumbnail is it doesn't have any words on it. A lot of thumbnails and a lot of videos do very poorly because people pile words on the thumbnail. They pile emojis. They do all these things that just makes people not want to click on the video. Most people in the world do not like to read, okay? And that's just a fact. It's a sad fact, but it's true. Most people in the world do not like to read. So when they see thumbnails with a lot of words on it, they don't usually click on those videos. And that's just a true statistic. Now you guys can see this before and after the second biggest prank of the year. It's on T Studio, and it also has 121 million views. It says 23 best pranks and funny tricks, and it just has this title all together. It has the word pranks in it, which is the keyword, and all I typed in was pranks. Now I could have typed in any other thing, but I just typed it in simply pranks, and this is what came up. Now this is a good thumbnail. You guys can see before and after. This is a really good technique. Before and after thumbnails are really great. Most people like to see the before and the after, and that's in any kind of video you do. If you're making food, before and after. If you're getting a haircut, before and after. Anything you're doing drastically could be a before and after. Now, it has the words before and after on there because it's trying to explain what it is. If these words were taken away, it wouldn't make sense. In this case, words on a thumbnail make sense. You need a before and after on that thumbnail, and that's why it's really good. The color, they could have went with a really nice white and a better font, but hey, they're really probably an established YouTube channel, and they really got good views from their subscribers, so it helped them up in the search engine, okay? Now, this next one says Package Thief versus Glitter Bomb Trap. Now, this channel is also established, but you guys, you can probably see exactly what's wrong with this, okay? So it has Glitter Bomb versus Package Thief with a white arrow. This thumbnail could have done a lot better. This video probably would have done a lot better. Even though 72 million views in 9 months, it's amazing. That's a beautiful number. I've never got that many views, but it's a beautiful number to get. And I know for sure that it could have did way more. It probably would have been up here with these two videos if it didn't have all these words. You guys have to think about it like this. When a person clicks on a video, they read the title. They don't read the thumbnail, okay? The thumbnail is here. If this pops up on somebody's phone and it gets recommended to them, then they won't be able to read these words on your thumbnail. If anything, if they see this small, they won't even be able to see what's going on. I honestly, if I didn't really read what is going on in the title, I would not know what the thumbnails, what's going on behind it, okay? It just says a glitter bomb and a package thief. This guy, to me, doesn't look like a thief. But you guys can see here, it did pretty well, and this is still a big no-no. I wouldn't put any of these words on the thumbnail. Now, this one here is pregnancy prank. This is a cartoon, so I'm not really going to go into detail with this. They got pretty good views off of this one because it is a cartoon, and maybe a lot of people like watching this cartoon, and they got pretty good. Now, this one is really good. This is 7 funny school or DIY school pranks, and basically it's a pin in somebody's finger, making it look like she got cut, and you guys can see this is a amazing thumbnail. She got 64 million views because she didn't put any words. She showed a reaction of the cut being on her finger, so it kind of tells a story in the thumbnail, and she also showed a pin as if she cut herself with something. So that's a perfect example of how to make a really good thumbnail. This is a really good technique as well. 11 funny DIY school pranks, and it has the X in the left hand corner and the check in the right hand corner, and you guys can see exactly what's going on here. So a lot of these pranks are very popular channels, and most of these channels are very established, but that does not mean that you can do something similar and blow up. Most people blow up off of very similar thumbnails. Now you guys can see the Crafty Panda channel, again, it has that X and that check marker. That's probably their little trademark that they use to pull in views, because people know what that means and they click on it. This guy right here, Who Man TV, I'm pretty sure most of you guys have heard of him. He does all these pranks on Venice Beach. He goes on the beach, he does a shampoo prank where he goes ahead and he just sprays shampoo on somebody's head. He makes them wash their hair forever, and they think they got the shampoo out and they never get it out. And so people already know his content. So when they see him doing a shampoo prank, you guys can see that it says part 12. They're going to go ahead and click on this video. Again, no words. This one here, they made this sponge look like a cake, and then it shows the girl eating it, which is very, very like high quality. Somebody's gonna click on that. They're gonna be like, oh my goodness, this girl's eating a sponge. Everybody's gonna want to click on that. So you guys can see, making thumbnails, it doesn't just mean you're going to go ahead and write on the thumbnail. It doesn't mean that you have to have like all these different types of like editing softwares, because honestly, if you just look at the thumbnail, it is the most simple thing ever. It's just two pictures and a white bar in between the thumbnail. That is so simple to do. Anyone can do that. I can do that right now with my iPhone if I wanted to. I can get a hammer and then I can show a cracked screen on another one, and I just took photos of me doing that. That's easy. Thumbnails are just pictures, and you guys can just make a really high quality picture and make a thumbnail.